For number 12, we are going to divide and subtract exponents. So divide the big numbers, like 28 divided by 7 is 4. But then we have to subtract x, so 8 minus 2 is x to the 6th. Negative 35 divided by 7 is negative 5. And 6 minus 2 is x to the 4th. 14 divided by 7 is 2. And 4 minus 2 is x squared. Okay, for number 13, this right here is going to go to the bottom because we're dividing again. And once we move it to the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and scribble that out so it doesn't confuse me. So again, we're going to divide and subtract exponents. So 48 divided by 12 is 4, and 3 minus 1 is x squared. Negative 24 divided by 12 is negative 2, and 2 minus 1 is x to the 1st. 36 divided by 12 is 3, and 1 minus 1 makes 0, so I don't write that. Now, the test on this part is multiple choice. So in the choices, you're not going to see an exponent of 1 written. It would look like that. Okay, in number 14, it says that you have to factor out the GCF. So first, you need to figure out what is the GCF. What divides into 12, 6, and 30 evenly, and it's the greatest number. So 2 can divide into that. 3 can divide into all of those, but also can 6. So we're going to go with the 6. Also, there's an x in every term. So the lowest x can be taken out. So I put the 6x in the front. Now, to get this part, the parentheses, we divide, subtract. So 12 divided by 6 is 2. 3 minus 1 is x squared. 6 divided by 6 is 1. 2 minus 1 is x to the 1st. And then 30 divided by 6 is 5. 1 minus 1 is 0, so we don't write that. And then just a note, like the 1 in front of the x and the 1 on the x, both of these are not going to be written in the actual multiple choice. Okay, so it looked like that. In number 15, it says just a factor. So I need to look and see, like, is this bottoms up? Is this just regular x factor? And I choose that as bottoms up because we have a number bigger than 1 in front of x squared. So I would go 2 times 12 is 24. And I'm trying to get to negative 11. So we have many factors of 24. We have 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, and 4 and 6. So if I look at these, which one can make a negative 11? 3 and 8. I can add 3 and 8 and get positive 11. If I make them both negative, I know that a negative times a negative makes a positive 24. And a negative plus a negative keeps it negative to be negative 11. So I go ahead and I write it in factored form. I see that my first number is a 2, and I'm dividing by that 2. This, however, cannot divide evenly. So I would bring the bottom number up. And that would be 2x minus 3. Here I'm dividing by 2, and I have x minus 4. And that is my factored form using bottoms up. Okay, in number 16, I would set up your parentheses. Square root x squared, that means x times x is x squared. Square root 121, which is 11. And you see that we have a negative here, negative 121. So a positive 11 times a negative 11 gives me negative 121. So the big thing here is opposite signs. In number 17, it asks you to find the roots of the function. This word means the x-intercepts. So if I look at my x-axis, I see that it crosses at 2 and at 4. So they could write the answer as x equals 2, 4, or they could write it as 2, 0, and 4, 0. Either way is acceptable. Again, it's multiple choice, so you could have either way as an answer choice. But you have to have both answers down because the parabola crosses the x-axis 2 times.